Hey folks, we're going to talk a little bit about dating, relationships, and self-confidence. Mainly about my experiences. As you know, right now I'm married. I've been married for 3 years now, and been with my wife for roughly 11 years. Um, and everything's going great. She loves me, I love her, and it's fantastic. And I hope that anybody with psoriasis has can experience what I have. And even if you don't have psoriasis, if you can fall in love, that's a good thing. So early on in my life, it was a little tough. Being a young adult, going to college, and having psoriasis. Thankfully, it wasn't as bad as it is as it is now. But the even the small patches back in the day, those ones always weighed heavily on my mind when dealing with dating and meeting new people. I was always pretty shy when I got into relationships, or at least started dating. Normally, I wasn't a very shy guy in general. I'm always pretty outgoing. But if I found it hard for myself to let other people in so easily, and it was tough to just basically put myself out there, and let people see me for not only what I look like on my skin, and what I look like on the inside as well. So I kind of wore two different faces: my public face and then the dating face, if you will. What one question that always ran in the back of my mind is what are girls gonna think of when I tell them that I have psoriasis, or when I show them I have psoriasis. And thankfully, girls, women, females in general, have always been very forgiving with that aspect. They're more willing to look past the physical and get to know the you as a person, and you on the inside. And as I went through relationships, I basically learned that there are some people that are just pretty shallow and just judge you based on your looks, and that's fine. Everybody has their own tastes, and those are the people you want to stay away from. And basically, you just got to try to avoid getting in your own brain and crushing on somebody too much. Don't let your brain run wild and your feelings go out to somebody who has yet to even return those feelings. Don't just fall in love without anything coming back your way. That's a very, very big thing that everybody really should learn. Really, you just have to get over your own fears for the most part. Once you stop worrying about what the other person is going to think about your psoriasis, or what's going to happen when they see it, just let it happen naturally. If it's that much of a question, just let it out there. Better to know earlier than later. You don't want to let that string along and drop it as a bomb to somebody, and they find out surprised down the road, after you've been dating, and you didn't reveal this part of your life. It's a part of your life. You have to let somebody know about it. And just by doing that, it's a big load off your chest. And not only is it a big load off your chest, but it will allow you to just get it out into the open, and let the cards fall where they may. Who cares if you have psoriasis? Well, some people may, and if that's the case, you don't want to be with that person anyway. If they don't like the fact that you have psoriasis, it's not like you can change that. Well, you can change it with medications. You can change it with diet and health, but it's still going to be a part of you no matter what. So once I've been in a few relationships with my psoriasis present, and one of the biggest things that you really, really have to understand is your psoriasis is very flaky, and it gets messy sometimes. You'll wake up in bed and there are flakes all over the bed. You got to clean up after yourself. That can definitely weigh heavily on a relationship, because you're just leaving your skin flakes all over the place, and that's not cool. So make sure you clean up after yourself, and it really just kind of keep your body clean, and scrub off as many flakes as you can. That way you don't have to worry about the aftermath cleanup too much. The biggest enemy that you have when facing a dating scenario or relationship is yourself, your mind, your own fears. You really have to just get over that. You have to let it all out and just be who you're supposed to be. Don't let those fears and those feelings hold you back. Get out there and just let it all hang out. Literally, it's one of those things that did bother me a little bit in my early relationships. I was unable to, just fully be one with the other person. I wasn't able to let my doors open and just share everything with them. And that is one of those things that we all really need to strive. I still struggle with it today, and it's very hard to just walk around with your psoriasis hanging out and just showing everyday people. But even then, who cares what somebody else thinks about you? Now, ladies, I don't really know how you guys would deal with it. I mean, if you had psoriasis and you were trying to date, I wish I could give you more advice than what I've already said about myself. Really, if somebody is going to judge you on the psoriasis, you don't want to be with that person. That's clear as day. That's simple, plain and simple. You don't want to be with that person, because they are obviously pretty shallow. And who wants to deal with somebody when they're just judging you based on your looks and not really getting to know you? That's not a relationship. You need to find somebody who is not only going to look past that physical realm of attraction, and sure, you can still be attractive with psoriasis. That's not a big deal. It's just a small thing. If they don't like the fact that you have psoriasis, then tell them to hit the road. That's it. Go find somebody else. There's plenty of fish out there. So confidence is one of those things that doesn't come easily for everybody. It takes a lot of practice. You got to just do it. I mean, you have to really just be out there, smile, say what's on your mind, and not really care what anybody else thinks. And that's the biggest thing about confidence, really. For me, I think, is just going out and putting yourself out there, and you don't even have to wait for a reward or a consequence of your actions. Just be confident in anything that you do, and it'll be fine. Because as long as you're doing what you want to do, you're saying what you want to say, you're wearing what you want to wear, that's all that matters. And people will see that, and they will be attracted to that. Not just in a sexual attraction or a physical attraction, but just people will be radiated towards you if you're just confident. That's just one of those things. Confident people want to be around those confident people, because they are confident and fun to be around, because they do what they want to do, and that's a good thing. Well, maybe not always, but just try to be you and be confident that you are you, and you are going to be the best you that you can be. That was a lot of yous. That's pretty much all I can think about saying right now. If you have any questions, please ask me. You can leave a comment on my YouTube page, or you can leave a comment on the Facebook page at the National Psoriasis Foundation, or you can shoot me a direct message at Twitter at roleplayftw.com. Oh, one last thing. It's been about a month since my last video, and I've been doing a lot of yard work outside, and I've noticed that my psoriasis on my upper body has gotten a lot better compared to what it used to be. If you look at my arm here, you can kind of see where the sun has hit and where the sun has not hit. So down in this area, when I mow the lawn, this doesn't get much sun. However, the top part gets a lot of sun, and it's that darker skin. But notice how it's not red anymore. It's more of a dark healthier skin, if you will. So yeah, I mean, sure, sun, getting too much sun, maybe skin cancer. I don't know. I'm just taking it in strides, being outside and doing my thing. We'll see what happens with that in the future. And I'd like to keep doing it. And just get more sun and let my body kind of heal itself a little bit. Been drinking lots of water, moisturizing, taking some supplements. I'm not going to tell you guys what that is right now because I'm still wondering if it works myself. So I just want to make sure that it has worked for my body, my diet, and hopefully I can help lick most of my psoriasis problem. And that's it, people. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, reminder, ask me questions. I will answer pretty much anything. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.